Good afternoon, everyone. It's your girl, WHITT. It's time for a WHITT session. She's back. Fresh off a plane. Vegas. Hey, Mary Green.
Oh, hi. How are you?
I am fine. I just wanted to jump on live because we got so much to catch up on.
I know.
And I want to start with the excursion that you just took.
Yes.
And as we both know, learning never stops.
Nope.
And your industry, that is event planning, trends with all different types of things happening. And so you made the time to get away and go to a conference in Vegas.
I did. I couldn't believe it. A 3-day, 4-day conference called Connect.
Okay.
Marketplace, and they actually have it several times a year, and it's for meeting and event planners.
Okay.
And you come to a location like a Vegas in the Venetian Hotel, you know, where you're set up, and it was hundreds of us, and where you're set up and buyers come to you. So that might be the Convention and Visitors Bureau of Miami. Okay. It might be a hotel in I don't know, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
It could be anybody, and they come to talk to you about your events that you do.
So let me guess, you had a long line, everybody trying to find out how they could get the expo?
They actually give you every 10 minutes you got someone. So I might have 12 to 15 appointments a day.
Okay.
And, breaks for lunch and that kind of thing. But it was so interesting because many of the locations and locales could not handle the expo, the size of the expo, in terms of our square footage for our exhibit space. And just, it may not be the right location for African American women.
Right, gotcha.
So it may not be a city that has a great population of African Americans, which is where you want to go, because that's where you get your sponsors. That's also where you get your exhibitors. So, but it was just nice meeting people and talking about it. One guy said to me, he said, you have so much energy.
Good.
And I said, wow, okay. And of course, they were not one of the cities that we could work with, but he was just, he was having a good time talking about the industry.
Yeah.
And
the
networking. And I was finding out a lot about cities, their population, the percentages of African Americans, what are the major corporations that may be headquartered in those cities.
Oh, for sponsorships.
Yeah,
nice.
so I was digging deep, and it was fun. And it was fun, yeah.
And speaking of fun, did you tell Usher I said hello?
If I could have got anywhere close to him, I mean, there was 100 and something women in front of me, I'm sure. So I didn't even try. They had an after party, but I didn't do that, of course. But he was fantastic.
Yes, in true Usher fashion. But you were saying that some of the venues were too couldn't accommodate an expo, but that's the perfect segue for why we're also on these pop-up events that you have started now with our spinoff of Bagels and Bosses.
Yes.
This Saturday, and a little birdie told me if you click on the link, sorry, not sorry, you can't get a ticket now. What's that about? It's too late.
Yeah, we had a number that we definitely were targeting, and we have met that over the weekend.
Okay.
And we want this first event to be special, so we didn't want to just, go crazy with it. But it is a really good number of people, and it kind of blew our mind that so many people were signing up so soon and so early. Because we're a last minute walk up crowd, so we're not doing that. But we have some spectacular women that are going to be a part of that panel discussion. It's around food and hospitality, and so we have a lot of restaurant owners and just people in that food and hospitality industry. And I think people are just surprised that Black Women's Expo is doing that.
Yeah.
We actually did it in Atlanta in December, so we knew it wasn't around food and hospitality. We did the Bagels and Bosses brunch and panel discussion, and it can be any market. It could be in some of those markets that I met. In Vegas, because it's a smaller event. A couple hundred women, a couple hundred people. And, we have been getting calls from men who are saying, can I come?
Of course they want to come. See these bosses.
I know, so it should be exciting on Saturday.
Yes. And so speaking of, I got my cheat sheet because you have a robust panel.
Yes.
And there are 6 women.
Yes.
Starting with Krishan Lampley, and she is the founder of LCS Entertainment, Love Corkscrew Wine. I sure hope she's bringing samples.
Everywhere. You can find her in the grocery stores.
We're going to do some day drinking.
I know. It is a brunch midday.
Okay, that's right. And we will have mimosas. I saw the menu.
Mimosas.
Okay. And then Jackie Jackson, she is the owner of Kilwin
Chocolates. And she's got a number of them around the city. And I also understand she has the Fat Burger franchise. opportunity. She is a boss.
I can't wait to hear from her. And chocolate and wine go together. We
Yes,
keep it going with Bridget Flagg, and she's a head cook and owner of Soleil Chicago.
Of Soleil.
I love that when she says head cook. Like, don't get it twisted. I'm doing the cooking.
I am the
own
chef.
it, but I am the head chef.
Yes.
And then we have Yasmin Curtis, founder, Two Fish Crab Shack. When I tell you about
it
Two
is
Fish,
delicious.
3 the Shy Way. And those of you who have gone to Two Fish, you know you get to pick your sauces, and I like to mix mine up. 3 the Shy Way.
Oh, okay.
And then we have Lauren Smith. She's the founder of Black Restaurant Week in Chicago, which is very significant.
Yes.
In that there was a mainstream one, but it's like
Chicago Restaurant Week.
Yeah, right. What about our restaurants? So that was a perfect way to shine the light on Black restaurateurs. And then last but not least, we have Miss Vanetta Roy, and she's the owner of Surf's Up.
Yes, in more than one location, and I think she's moving outside of Chicago too.
She's bossing
and that
up.
food is delicious up in Surf's Up. I will tell you that.
So what made you start with hospitality and food, Mary?
Well, it just seemed that in Chicago there are so many African American owned restaurants that I don't think we all know about.
Okay.
We were hearing about some that on the north side of Chicago, or south, north, west loop and that kind of thing, and that it's not the norm, not what everybody knew. So we wanted to highlight them.
Well, this is an amazing opportunity. There's going to be a pink carpet, and those
not
ladies,
the red carpet,
not the
typical
carpet.
red
we
carpet.
got the girly pink carpet, and you all have been on site, obviously, in planning. What can we expect when we walk into the Crystal Ballroom at the Hyatt?
Yes. You can expect lots of things. I mean, it's just the way it's going to look in our pink color scheme, the bags that'll be there waiting for every woman to take when you're leaving, the pink bags, the step and repeat and the photo ops, the pink carpet, selfies, and our photographer as well. And then you go into the brunch first.
Okay.
Where there'll be chicken and waffles and all kind of food. I don't want to.
I read the menu and I was like, I need to start jogging right now.
And also, the mimosas for everyone.
Yes.
And then at a certain time, we will move everyone into the other side of the ballroom.
Okay.
Where we'll have the stage for the panel discussion.
Well, I will have to say thank you so much for the opportunity, as I will get the opportunity to serve as the moderator. And I have some questions for these ladies, because the whole motivation behind this is for them to share their stories, their journeys, their advice, their failures, their successes. And there will be some women in the audience and men who either own their restaurants, they're looking to do something in the food and hospitality industry, and what better way to realize their dreams than to hear from people who have gone through. Yeah,
there'll be a lot to learn, believe me. And are you going to allow folks to ask questions?
I think we definitely have to have some Q&A, because there are going to be some burning questions from people who, they're walking this walk and they need to know. But for me, I think the best part is the networking thereafter. Because when the panel discussion is over, these ladies are going to stick around.
Right.
So those who are so fortunate to get that coveted ticket, you need to bring your business cards and get ready to connect. And you have said throughout the process of us promoting this that you don't have to be in the food and hospitality industry to come and benefit from
No,
this.
not to benefit from it, because you're going to, the stories are the same. Not the same, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
People are struggling, with their businesses, first-time business owners, and some of the steps and things that people do to be successful. I think that can be done in any business.
Yeah.
And we're also going to help someone that's just starting.
Yes. The Power Her Grant. So congratulations,
Business
Mary,
grant,
on establishing your nonprofit arm of your organization. And you wanted to give back. Talk about that.
Well, we wanted to put together a not-for-profit for a couple years, and we finally got it right after the pandemic. And of course, I'm sitting there figuring out what to do with it. The Black Women's Entrepreneurial Fund is what it's called.
Okay.
Because I knew that I wanted to help those who are just starting in the business. We didn't necessarily have help, but you struggle along until you made it. But we want to help someone with a small grant, and we'll be doing that every year or every event that we have.
Okay.
So this is the first time. We've got over 30 applicants, and they're incredible stories, videos.
It's gonna
People
be
put
tough,
up their 90-second video. I know it's going to be tough, but we're going to find that person.
Find that one who
That
will
one
be
person.
announced at the at the brunch.
Yes.
And then there's coaching to go with.
Yes, business coaching. Deborah Gray Young, good friend, wonderful business coach, comes from major ad agencies in the city, is going to be giving out, not giving out, but working with that winner.
And I will tell you, when you sit with Deborah Gray Young,
I know.
You better listen
She's
up.
been coaching me for a while. If she only
too.
knew, I know. If she only knew.
Well, that is an awesome and amazing. I'm just excited for
Me
all
too.
of us. And I'm excited for where this is headed, Mary.
Yeah.
As far as now, we're not obligated to just go fully execute an expo in every city.
Every
But
city.
you can get bite-sized experiences of the expo, which ultimately lead you back to the flagship show in Chicago. When is
Right.
that, Mary?
It is August 4th through the 6th this year at McCormick Place, 28th anniversary.
Wow.
I know.
You know, I tease my assistant. I'm like, you're the same age as the expo.
So that makes me feel bad. Or good. We've been around a long time.
Yes. So I'm sure people are wondering then, what are we going to do for 30? But let's get through 28 first, right?
Oh, we got some announcements for 28 though.
Oh,
they're
yes,
coming
we
out.
do. I want to tell, Mary.
No, don't.
Okay, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
Paper's not signed.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, I will let those who are sitting there trying to get on the website, it doesn't work, does it? You're trying to get a ticket, it's not going to work.
No.
But we will do some live coverage on the pink carpet, so make sure you tune in to Instagram and Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. We'll be doing some, live tweeting and things like that. Snippets of the panel discussion, but it's one of those things that you got to have a ticket to really be in the room.
You do.
So I am looking forward to it. That's Saturday, April 22nd. And what's up for this summer? MGPG, you got some stuff, other events going on?
We're working on a couple other events. I don't want to announce them yet.
Okay.
But we are working on a festival that we did a couple years ago that was huge.
Okay.
So we're working on that as well as the expo, and then I might take a vacation.
All right. Well, we shall see.
All right.
I want to thank everybody for tuning in to another CWIT session. I'm here with the founder, creator, executive producer of the Black Women's Expo, owner of MGPG Events, Mary Green. We are getting ready to boss up this weekend, Saturday, April 22nd. Bagels and Bosses, business panel, brunch, all of that good stuff. We will see you on the pink carpet.
Yes.
Have a good evening.